What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Duenkel Productions Podcast. This is episode number 30. That is right, 30. It's the big 3-0. This podcast is presented by Wisconsin Sports Heroics. If you guys don't know what Wisconsin Sports Heroics is, well, they are a company that writes all about Wisconsin sports. They have a lot of good social media content, especially on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Make sure you guys go check them out. All their links will be down below. We have their link to their website. Great articles to read. You can read about some great ones. I write for their site as well. So if you guys ever want to check out one of my articles, check it out. They write about the Brewers, the Badgers, the Packers, the Bucks, Marquette. They do some outdoor sports and some fantasy sports as well. So they do a lot of great work over there. And obviously, we'll have their Twitter, Instagram, Facebook all linked down below. If you guys go check them out. But Jake Mueller, how are you doing today, buddy? Me and Jake back at it again. We were with you guys for episode number 28 when we made the huge announcement, and this is the first episode since that. So Jake, how are we doing today?
Doing pretty good. Hey, Duenkel, thanks for having me on again. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a great week. Hopefully you strive for greatness. Like Duenkel said, shout out to Sports Heroics. To them boys. Oh, we got actually some stuff to talk about. It's been relatively quiet in the sports world, but a big news just broke out today. Brett, do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to?
Jake, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Recently today, probably about, what would you say, Brett, like 8 hours ago?
Yeah, it was like 7:30 Pacific time, I believe, in the AM.
So a little longer than 8 hours ago, Tiger Woods was in a car accident. Reports at the beginning made it sound like they were fatal, but no, it was just like the media. He's A-okay. He's got a compound fracture in his leg. They did surgery on it already. I believe he's probably out of it by now. So he was going high speeds, and then it was a rolled his car. It was a beautiful car, not so much anymore, but that's besides the point. The report was they had to use jaws of life. They didn't have to do that. They got him out of the car safely. He's A-okay though. Shout out to Tiger Woods. Huge, phenomenal, one of the GOATs of Mount Rushmore, I'd put him at. But hopefully he's all good. Send prayers to Tiger Woods. But that's pretty much what I got from that so far. That's all the news so far that's coming out of the Tiger Woods story.
Yeah, and I mean, I think everyone watching this podcast, and me and Jake would all of us would agree that these past 12 months have been some of the worst we've ever seen. With some of the stuff going on, with COVID, with some of the stuff going on just in everyone's personal lives right now. A lot of people are in some tough situations. The cold weather obviously played a huge role, throughout the last week in Texas, and a lot of people down there are not doing so well. And we obviously had the tragic death of Kobe Bryant, which was less than 12 months ago. And when I heard the report today, I go, no, not again. Because I don't think that any of us expected Kobe to be gone that soon, and I could only fathom if we lost Tiger Woods in less than a 12-month span. And Tiger Woods is an icon in the sports world. I personally believe he's the greatest golfer of all time. That might be a controversial take to some people, but Tiger's different on the golf course. When you look at Tiger Woods, you look at everything he's done. He's changed the sports world. I mean, there have been few athletes that have changed the sports world, and Tiger Woods is one of them. And you never get tired of seeing that championship right on Sunday, and him winning the Masters or any other golf major championship. It is a beautiful thing. As Jake Mueller does a little putt because he's the GOAT. But yeah, Jake, this year has been so bad, and my first reaction when I got the news and I heard it was like life threatening, I was like, man, please let Tiger be okay. And I actually reached out to a couple of good friends of mine. I reached out first to Gavin Goldstein. I know that this man is a true Tiger Woods fan. I believe Tiger's his favorite athlete ever, if not second favorite. I reached out to him right away, and he was in class, and I texted him. I'm like, bro, did you hear about Tiger? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I don't even know how to put words together right now. And I'm like, I feel you, bro, because it is so sad to see bad things happen to some great people. I mean, Jake, we've obviously lost 500,000 plus people to this coronavirus, and may God rest their soul. And we've obviously lost Kobe Bryant. I've had two family tragedies this year. I mean, last year in 2020, in less than 12 months. So I think that everybody is just, we're all sick and tired of this time and this trauma, and we all want it to end. And when I don't know how you felt, Jake, but I almost felt like, really, like, this feels like 2020 all over again. And some 2020 stuff has carried over. The COVID's obviously still here. A lot of different stuff is going on, especially with what I mentioned in Texas. But I hope Tiger's okay, and I'm praying for him and his family and close friends and all the above. And Jake, when you see Tiger Woods training Dwayne Wade on a golf course the day before, and then you hear about it today, it's a gut punch. And I'm happy that it looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, 100% he's going to be okay, and hopefully it's a speedy recovery. But on with the sad news, we got some exciting things coming our way, like the NFL draft, which is going to start April 29th, I believe it is. So April 29th is when the NFL draft starts. Young prospects are going to go at it head to head, see who can get that number one pick. A lot of people saying it's Trevor Lawrence, the QB phenomenon out of Clemson University. Shout out to some homies I know that go to Clemson. NBA All-Star game, that should be right around the corner. That's a little controversial. Some people, are saying for it. Some people are against it. Personally, I think it's a good thing. It's entertainment nonetheless. Yeah, I like the dunk contest. It's been a little boring the last couple of years. I feel like they could spice it up, get some different types of things in there, but that's besides the point.
All we need in the dunk contest to make it better is Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Those are the two people we need. The dunk contest would be unbelievable. If we threw, let's say, all right, I'm gonna make a 4 dunk contest participants, and Jake, you tell me if you like this or not. All right, let's go with Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine,
Yep.
Victor Oladipo, and LeBron James.
Okay. The only one I would take out of there is I'd put Donovan Mitchell in there. He's got some hops. I'd
Okay.
put Zion. I'd put Zion instead of LeBron. No
Ooh,
one's seen Zion really, so I'll put Zion in there.
that's
He's got
fair.
some hops. He's got some crazy hops. But no, those are good. Those I like those. But the NBA All-Star game, that's March 7th, I believe. So
Yep,
stay
it's
tuned for that.
coming
That's just
up.
coming around the corner. It's like in 2 weeks, something like 2.5 weeks, something like that. So that should be fun. It's gonna be exciting. What else we got going on? More NBA news. DeMarcus Cousins is, I don't know if, yeah, he hasn't been
Yep.
released yet.
He will be, I
He
believe,
will be
soon.
released. Yeah,
Yep.
he'll be released. And it looks like he might go back to his former team, the Los Angeles Lakers. So that's probably going to be a good fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. They need some more depth in the big man position, as well as,
Right.
Boogie's been playing a little bit. He's been playing a little bit. He's been battling
Facts.
through the injuries, but I
Facts.
think it'd be a good pickup for the Lakers, especially since the Lakers are trying to repeat their championship. Speaking of the Lakers, Quinn Cook, the guard, he will be gone though. So again, they're trying to make their moves. Go back to back. It's hard to do. Has been done in what, 5 years? Golden State.
Golden
State's last
State,
one.
Golden State, and then Miami were the last two to do it, I believe.
Had to go back to back. It's a difficult task. It's a difficult one. Oh, let's see. Brett and I saw a little bit on Sports Center. Brett brought it to my attention. Lake Tahoe NHL, little stick, little ice, little puck. Flat shot from Progressive. Duenkel, tell me a little about Lake Tahoe. You said it was pretty beautiful. Let me hear about it.
So Lake Tahoe is a lake, I believe, on the Utah and California border, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a beautiful scene. It's right on a lake, and it really takes hockey back to its roots. I know a lot of people that play hockey like on the ice or in the street. I've seen people play it both ways. So I thought it was really cool to kind of bring it back, and especially considering The fact that we got the chance to have an NHL season, and we usually have an outdoor game where a ton of fans gather around, and it's always a lot of fun. I know they've done them at Ann Arbor. They've done it at the Cotton Bowl Stadium. They've done it at Soldier Field. I'm trying to think. I think they did it at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. I believe those are like the four that I really remember. I think they did it in Minnesota as well, if I'm not mistaken. But Lake Tahoe was beautiful. It was a great experience, and the first game started at like I think it was 2 o'clock, and I was sitting down. I was texting my boy Dylan Griffin. Shout out to the goat of hockey, Dylan Griffin. D Griff, if you're watching this, huge shout out, brother. Um, and I texted him and I'm like, bro, this Lake Tahoe looks amazing. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm watching right now. And they ended up playing the first period, and then with the sun on the ice, they had to move the game to like at night. So they had a game. They played the last 2 periods, Jake. I think it was midnight Eastern time. So I stayed up because I wanted to see it at night, and it just looked absolutely beautiful. Colorado ended up winning 3-2 over Vegas. Two very good teams, two teams that can make the Stanley Cup. And then in the second game on Sunday, you had the Flyers and the Boston Bruins, and David Pastrnak had a hat trick in that game, and the Bruins won, I believe, 6-3. So it was a really good experience. I will say, that was the first time where I really noticed that Doc Emmerich wasn't announcing a hockey game anymore. Doc Emmerich has been probably the goat of announcers, literally. I would classify him as that. He was doing it for so long, and he would obviously call these outdoor games with Eddie Olczyk, and it was definitely weird not to see Doc out there, but Mike Tirico did an amazing job, and I was so hyped to watch some hockey, and it was a lot of fun, and the players had a lot of fun with it, and guys were wearing shades on the ice, which was awesome because you don't usually see that, in an arena. You don't wear shades or whatever. So it was great to see, Jake. But yeah, who doesn't love a little NHL outside?
I'm trying to pull up a picture of it so I can set it as the background, but it's not letting me save it, so that's a little awkward. But you guys can just look it up yourselves. But
I'll put it in the video. I'll put a picture for you guys in the video.
Yeah, I was trying to set it as the background. It's not letting me. That's a little weird. But one last topic of today. It's kind of more of a silent one with everything going on with Tiger. It's Jeff Bezos, the former CEO of Amazon, is looking to buy the Washington football team. Ownership's a little, crazy over there, so he's going to try to take part in it. I know he owns the Washington Post, I believe it's called, Washington Post or Washington Times, one of the two news places there. So look for him to potentially be majority owner or full buyer of the Washington football team. But that's about for today in today's news or week's news.
Well, Jake, I think that getting Jeff Bezos to buy the team would be good. It would certainly help Washington's cap. I think. You would see a lot more fans coming to the games. I think you would definitely see a turnaround. I like what Washington's building there with Ron Rivera. Obviously, you have a great defense. Last season, added number 2 overall pick Chase Young, who is one of my favorite players, probably one of my top 5 favorite players in the NFL. I love Chase Young. Obviously, Buckeye Nation represent. But yeah, what
if they got a new stadium, that better be pretty cool, but probably futuristic as hell.
Yeah, I think I'd be Jeff Bezos. I mean, it's crazy what he's done. With Tesla and everything, and he is unbelievable. Definitely one of the richest people in the world. So it would be pretty crazy. But Jake, I wanted to ask you, man. Baseball season's coming on, man. Baseball is here. Spring training.
I almost made it to the MLB. I almost made it there.
I mean, Jake Mueller does have a killer swing, bro. the man can hit a ball and he can pitch it 99 miles an hour like a rollers chat.
Oh yeah. What was the question?
So how do you? I know that me and you are Cub fans.
Yep.
How do you think our Cubs do this year, man? I mean, we definitely lost a lot of people. Lost Lester, lost Schwarber, lost Darvish. The list goes on and on pretty much. But we did pick up Jack Peterson. We still got Rizzo. We still got Baez. We still got Bryant. Still got Contreras. Still got Hendricks. Jake Arrieta's back. So how do you feel about our Cubs, Jake?
I don't know so much about the moves. I feel like I would have tried to cut you Darvish, to be honest with you, since our biggest problem last year and the following years before that was pitching. I mean, even during the championship season, pitching was the biggest struggle. And also hitting, we were pretty inconsistent, especially I think it was more emphasized last year, hitting and just getting runs altogether. That was pretty inconsistent. So, I trust them. They built the team one time. I feel like they could do it again. Hopefully this time we can get more success out of it this time and not just one championship, trying to build more of a dynasty kind of going like.
Yeah.
But, hopefully I'm optimistic, season's right around the corner. So hopefully some good things can come out of it, at the end of the day. My dogs are still named Wrigley and Ivy, so I got to be a fan no matter what. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that, dude. I legitimately love that you named your dogs Wrigley and Ivy. That is so
Wrigley Field
awesome.
and then the Wrigley Field and the Ivy backdrop, with the Ivy on the field. That's why we named it that.
Wrigley Field, best stadium in the MLB, Jake.
It's definitely up there because you got the historic side of it. Then you got it looks cool too. I think it looks cool. You got the brick and then the ivy, and then you got just like I said, history. And I don't know. I think the colors match well. There's some cool ones, like Boston Stadium's pretty cool because you got the big green wall, the monster. I like the Astros Stadium too. I also like the Blue Jays Stadium. I don't know. I like the Blue Jays, but yeah.
I will tell you this, Jake. If you ever get the chance, Kansas City's worth looking at. Going to a game there. I've been there before. It's a great stadium.
Okay.
Ended up getting 2 baseballs. Shout out to the first aid dude in the stadium. Huge shout out. But Jake, I think you're right, man. I think we got to be optimistic about the Cubs, man.
It's not the Bears, so you got to be more optimistic. That's the Chicago team. Like I'm optimistic for Bulls and Cubs all the time. If
Zach
it's the
Levine,
Bears,
bro.
Zach Levine should be he needs to get on a championship team. That dude has been balling out. I saw a statistic where he's had the 31st best scoring of a month, and the 30 other ones were Michael or something like that. That was pretty funny. But Zach Levine's balling out. Like he's crazy. I check out the Bulls highlights after every single game, and dude, the dude's the bucket. That's all I can say. The man can score at will. He's got his jumper. He's got those crazy dunks like we were just talking about. Him and Damian Lillard, I feel like are the most underrated people in the league. Like they're not tier 1, but they're like tier 2. I feel like in that range. But yeah,
so Jake, I wanna bring up something here real quick. All right. Next week or later this week, Duenkel Productions Mock Draft 1.0 will be out. Been spending a lot of time on this. I thought I'd have it done sooner, but I kind of have went back, watched some film, been looking at a lot of different mock drafts. Been trying to perfect kind of how I want to do it, what I want to do. If I want to have someone on with me announcing the picks or what's going on. But I will tell you guys this. Me and Jake Mueller do plan on doing a live draft special. And we do plan on dressing up, and I might give me a little fedora for the buzz. Might have to, Jake. Might have to pop out, bro.
A little Schwab on.
We will. March Madness too, Jake. March Madness also coming up. Huge shout out for everyone that came by on Sunday. It was really crazy. We what?
It was hectic.
It was. Huge shout out to David, to Cooper, to Connor, and all the boys for joining. Huge shout out to Jake, Deuce, Spencer even stopped by for a little bit. It was funny. Spencer was, he got me. He changed his name to Coop and he got me and I had him. It was funny, but Hey, huge shout out to everyone for coming by. And, we plan on doing more watch ons in the future. If you guys want to see us do a game, let us know. If you guys would like to see us do something for, the championship week, for the Big Ten and that. Heck, maybe if it's Michigan, Ohio State, we might have to do that 2.0. But let us know, guys, what you guys kind of want to see. I saw in the last video we got like about 8 comments, so let's keep that going. Let's keep the comments going. I love interacting with you guys down below, or even on our IG page. Hit us with a message. Me or Jake will answer it, and we're usually pretty quick about getting back to people. So if you guys want to see someone on the show or see a topic talked about, hit us up. And just some news here, some Wisconsin news. Packers cut Rick Wagner, Christian Kirksey. They met with Sante Samuel Jr., who I think is going to be a pretty good player. We'll obviously talk more about that in the mock draft 1.0. Aaron Jones and the Miami Dolphins have mutual interest, Jake. What are your thoughts about that? You think that's a good fit?
That could be a good fit because, the Dolphins are kind of like on the verge. I feel like could be a really solid playoff team. I'm not gonna say Super Bowl team, but like a solid team, and like especially if you get a running back, and we'll see what they do in the draft and if they trade some. But they're solid. There's and then there's talks of Deshaun Watson going there, so who knows? Maybe Aaron Jones is just a piece of a trade. You know what I mean? You never know. But I feel like that could be a good pickup. But I'm looking at our channel and stuff, man, and last video was the 3rd best video views wise on Duenkel Productions, or fourth best view wise.
What's the top 5, Jake? I'm kind of curious to know.
Top 5 is episode 1, obviously. That's 132 views, followed by, and then Duenkel Productions when we had Levy and the whole gang there.
That was a good one.
And then Duenkel Productions Super Bowl Sunday show, the live stream, that one was crazy.
It was.
And then the Super Bowl post game show, that one was immaculate as well.
And then 28 is so that's
so it's like the 4th or 5th best video.
It has been such a grind, and when you look at us from 1 all the way till this will be episode 30, we have really done a lot of improving. I think from the first all the way to 30 with all the live streams that we've done as well. And, we're starting to become more active on IG Live. Jake, I love it, bro. I love it. But we're starting to become more active on IG Live. So if you guys follow us down below on IG, come through the live, ask some questions. Jake, I love that you're scrolling through these filters right now. I don't even know where the filters are, but hey, Jake, hold on, bro.
Boys. Make sure you keep it appropriate on there. Yes. We love having fun. We love having different people on there, different guests. But make sure if you haven't already, subscribe, leave a like, comment down below. And like always, strive for greatness and get ready for the next couple videos coming up. They're going to be bangers.
We greatly appreciate you guys. Keep striving for greatness. Peace out.